Okay guys, how's it going today? So, nice sunny day. It was actually a bit too warm to be wearing the sweater, I guess. But, guys just missed the tornado siren test there. Of course, they don't let it ring very long, but, you know. So, couldn't get out in time. Figured I'd make a short little video on that too, but, whatever. So, I guess everyone's doing their tornado test sirens, you know, thingies for the summer. So, anyways, we're going to do cold start to this trimmer. And, of course, I gotta check the air filter and shit in it, too. And I got some fuel here. I got a little bit left from last year. So, that'll last me about a year and a half. Stuff, so kids out running around playing too, so probably won't, if they keep coming up and down this road, I probably won't be videotaping too much, but anyways, we're gonna have to get the trimmer in the vise here and see if my air compressor will even start up. So, because I'm gonna probably need air to blow that filter out. That was just warming up a little bit. Of course, that's going to be in the frickin' way, but do know I have to get a new shield thing for this John Deere too. If I can find replacement parts for it now, I kind of doubt it. But come on, tighten up. So what we'll do, because I don't think the stupid choke on the thing ever really works either. It's supposed to work, but I don't think it does. So no fuel in it, it's been burned dry. I'm just going to check the air filter on this. That's all I'm going to do to this here quick, and then I don't really need to do a lot to this trimmer. It's probably going to need to reload a string though, but I usually just run it till we just keep using it till I run out. This filter seems fine. Probably not. I probably could use a little bit of a blowing. So we'll build up some air here. Get some air built up. there's still air that blows through this, so I know it's fine. It's not dirty or anything. So it's not gonna go super nuts on it. Because I did clean it last year, so. And I really don't cut in dusty environments, really, so. I know you're supposed to, from what my uncle says, you're supposed to wash those little filters out. I do it once in a while. I don't bother doing it every year though, because, well, I'm not that dusty stuff, so there's really no point to it. Make sure that'll move. Make sure my pistons are not seized, because if it's seized, then I'm screwed. So we'll gas this thingy up. Just fill it right up to the top, because this can is dusty. Now this can's kind of damaged, or not damaged, but it's really sticky. So this doesn't really come down, so I get a little bit of gas coming out there, because there's two nozzles here. A big one, and then a little one. It's not supposed to be dripping out of that, I don't think, but... Or it does now. Okay. It does now. Maybe it's stuck open. Yeah, that was why it was doing that. So I got gas all over my shop. Yeah, see, I actually like it coming out of the little nozzle more than the big nozzles, because now I got gas all over the fucking floor. That's why I like the little nozzle, because I got way more control over it. Now it's going to stink like fucking gas in here. Oh, well, it'll evaporate. I'm going to probably be leaving the door open today anyway. Oh yeah, it's plenty full. Well, at least my concrete will be nice and clean. I actually bought another one of these. Another one of these little 2-gallon cans. I never used it, but I think I was going to use it for... Actually, I bought it for the little push mower that we have, but I decided that we're not going to use that anymore. It's also a Briggs & Stratton. I think I might just end up using it probably on the chainsaw at some point. But I like using that pre-mixed feel from Steel. So, but I think what I'm going to do is I can get it in the big gallon stuff. Yeah, the 1-gallon cans of the motor mix. I might just pour it in like into one of these, so I don't have to deal with the whatever you called it. So we give it some choke, and I got to prime the line. Now, where's my primer bulb? And this is where it's going to take a lot, because this is bone dry. There we go. I like to prime it up good. I think it says only about 4 or 5 primes you would have to do. But I like to make sure it's nice and soaked. Okay, now I'm going to move you guys over here. I don't have my big tripod again, but just put you guys there and zoom you in. Now we'll let the camera kind of focus on the light. It should be enough. Yeah, should be enough. I'm sure you guys will see a good chooch out of this probably, but now we'll open my vise all the way. There we go. We'll just back that in. There's no need that anymore. Now I checked my fuel level and we are over full, but that's alright. Let's go get a cold start, boys. that's a nice little Grant & Cold start. So everything's not smoking that bad, but I think once you break her in a little bit, she'll really want to chooch then. Seems to have a little bit too much line sticking out here. I might be getting low on it. That's why it's, cause what happens is when this trimmer starts to get low on string, like really low, it'll actually start more. It will actually start coming out. More will start coming out on its own. So I might be getting low on it already. I might actually have to add more onto this, but won't be anytime soon. I don't know if I can cut this stuff too well. Cut this shit off. Well, I got another tool that will cut it, I guess. Yeah, my good old handy dandy Craftsman tool cutter, wire cutter, the Dewey's. These old things. That should take care of my... Like if it keeps coming out, once I cut this off, then we'll know that it's getting low. Then we'll have to add more on. Can't cut these damn things too well, I guess. So yeah. Anyways, today I have to attempt to go to the farm and clean out a building. I did one yesterday. Building full of shit. Animal shit, like, well, the one I cleaned out yesterday was duck and geese poo, and that was actually wasn't too bad. It wasn't there that much there this time, like there normally is. God, these fucking tools suck. Why these fucking things have to be so tight? I don't know. Loosen up a little bit. Maybe 40 please. Made it looser. A little bit better anyway. Now it stinks like gas and WD-40 in this fucking building. Get this nice oily stuff moving around. That helped. Made it a little bit nicer. One of these was still kind of rubbing here a little bit. But if it keeps coming out, then we're going to have to reload it, and that'll fix the problem. And I just use standard John Deere trim. The reason why I like this stuff, and it's kind of funny why I like this stuff. The reason why I went with this is just I think I got like a 200-foot roll of it. Still got lots left here that'll last me probably a couple of years. The reason why I like this stuff compared to, like, I think you can get other string from John Deere. I know that Steel offers string that lowers the whistling effect off them, because you can get a whistle on them. You probably heard it on this trimmer. I got that whistling going on. Well, honestly, I kind of like the whistle, so it doesn't really bother me. Plus, this stuff's a little bit cheaper, so I don't go with the expensive string. And there's really no point, because I think the only difference between, like, I think John Deere offers that kind of string too, where you hear less whistle from it. That's the only difference is the whistling effect. I don't think there's much of a difference for strength. I know that Steel offers a few different kinds of line, but I don't have a Steel trimmer, so I'm sure you could probably still use their string in a, in a John Deere. This is a John Deere trimmer. This is a John Deere LT. Let's see, Lt105C-Le. This was the smallest model I think they made. I think they make bigger ones. I think they make newer models now. So this was this trimmer is about 5 years old now. So, but it needs to be cleaned up. I clean this up about once a year. See, I can all this grassy shit on here. I'll clean this up about once a year. I got to get a new shield because I broke this one. See, it's broken. So I got to clean that shaft up, but I usually clean it up once a year. I just clean it whenever I feel like cleaning it, you know. So I guess whenever it gets pretty dirty is when I'll clean it, but that's got last year's shit on it. So, but yeah, I just stick. This is just like I said, just John Deere string, you know. You could probably use any string you want and any trimmer you want, but I just stick with John Deere stuff. I don't like putting other brands of stuff into other brands of stuff, you know. I mean, you get people that buy a different make of oil, you know, for a car, when they surely should stick with their same brand. I don't know if cars make their own oil, but I know for like John Deere and stuff, you know, they make their own oils, right? See, this is John Deere oil. Well, that's what I stick with. If I run John Deere, I stick with all the John Deere oil. If, you know, and I have a Polaris 4-wheeler, well, I stick with Polaris oil. So, not so much for the grease. I don't care about the grease because it's all the same. Pretty much. I don't worry too much about the grease, but something else I got to do too is I got to grease up the John Deere. I sharpened the blades and I greased up the mower deck, so that's ready to go. I just got to do the tractor now. I might be doing that probably sometime this week or next week for sure, because I think I might be mowing in the next week or two, because the grass is really growing pretty good in the front yard. Not so much here in the back. You can see it's starting to turn green. So we are getting some green grass, but no need for trimming, or no point in mowing it. Oh yeah, I cleaned up the snow plow. The snow plow is underneath here, because we're not gonna see. There's the marker. See, we're not gonna need that anymore. So I did wash it with soap, but I see I didn't get it very clean. So whatever. It's just a fucking snow plow. Who cares? So still got the tarp for the tiller. I did wax that and cleaned it, and I actually did till the. I did till the flower garden up at my house, and I went and did a little bit in my backyard there. But I gotta save most of my gas that's in here for the gardens at the farm, because I'll be doing that pretty soon too. I have to yet. I gotta clean out one more building. I have one building cleaned out. I got one more to go. And that's actually where we used to have our turkeys. So, well, we used to have chickens in there before, but we moved the chickens to a different building now. So there's still poo in there from when they were in there, and right now we got a turkey that's in there. We had two turkeys, a female and a male. Well, we lost the female. We still have the male. So it looks like we'll be turning around and we'll get some more turkeys again. So yeah. So right now he's just by himself. So he does a lot of talking since he's by himself. So we got to try to get another one, I guess. See if there's anyone selling any turkeys around here, or we might just have to get eggs and hatch our own. Which is not a big deal, because my grandma does have an incubator Dewey thing that you can cook the eggs in. So, well, not cook them, but you gotta give them a warm environment so they'll hatch. So yeah. So you got one more building to clean out. I may not go. It's 11. It's actually almost noon. Probably not going to go to probably 1:30. I can go earlier if I want to, but so I'll just wait till around there, and then I'll take off. I got a couple other minor things to do. So, but yeah. So anyways, I think we're pretty much well ready for summer. I said, the John Deere's ready to go. The trimmer's definitely ready to go. And I actually almost have to trim my front yard along the sidewalk because the grass is really growing there like crazy. It always does. Even on the hottest day, and if it has rained for a year, it'll still fucking grow. I don't know why. So, might be because for one, it's warm there, because the sun will heat up the side of the house, and then the heat will reflect off and hit the ground. And because maybe the water kind of runs that direction, so then the grass is always getting wet. I don't know, but it seems to be growing like a son of a bitch there. So, not so much in these level spots, but I ain't going to trim it because I want something to mow too. So I'm hoping that maybe the front yard will at least grow enough where I have to mow it, and then it'll give me a reason to trim it too. So, but the grass is still growing. I mean, I could water the lawn and help it grow a little quicker, but they're calling rain. I think sometime this week or next week for sure. But if it's not this week, I possibly want to start getting into the gardens if I have enough energy to. Barely have any energy today, but I never do. So, but like I said, I cleaned that one building yesterday, so I got another one to go to. I could have did it yesterday too, but I can only do so much in one day. So we'll clean out another building, and then when I have that poo stacked, I'll come back down later, probably the next day with the John Deere and the trailer, load that all up, and spread most of that on the north garden. I don't think I'm going to have anything for the south garden because we don't have any animals on the south side of the farm, so they're all on the north side. So, and I don't think there's going to be enough because on the one building I cleaned out, which would be, well, they're both on the north side, but there's one that the ducks and geese are in. I think I got about one good full load there. So that might possibly take care of the north garden. I don't know. Because usually one good load will take care of that. If I spread it out enough. And then hopefully if I'm lucky, then the second building I got to clean out, that can go to the south garden. But if not, then the south garden is just going to have to go without. Might just have to try to get some fertilizer or something spread down. Well, we usually don't even fertilize. We just let them do their own thing. So you can hear the sirens ringing while it's noon. That's a siren that was ringing earlier too for the tornado warning, tornado test. Got to get it ready for tornado season. Well, I'm a little bit more ready this time because I got my weather radio. So, but I kind of noticed I've been getting some static lately on it too, and I did upgrade that wire. I don't know if maybe because the wire is about the same length, so there's a little extra there so I can hang the other one on the wall. But I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. But I think I only get static on it when it's a cloudy day. But on a clear day, it's perfectly fine. I didn't listen to it today, but I probably will when I get in. But so yeah, a little bit more ready for this year. So anyways, I guess that's pretty much it then for today's video. Don't really have much else going on, so I think that's really all I had. This is all I had planned for you guys. I don't even have a video because usually I like to make videos a day ahead, so then I have a video for the next day. I didn't even make one yesterday for today, so this is going to be today's video. So that'll actually be up to date. Today's date is, if I can read that, the 29th, so you guys will be seeing it today too. And I got plenty of time to upload it. It's noon. If I start uploading by noon, it should be up by 6 or 5:30 or whenever. Still got to throw my intro and stuff in too, but that doesn't take too long. You know, I think we got, whoa, what's going on with my camera here? Can't see my lens, I guess, too well, but there's a bug right there. And what is wrong with my lens? I cannot see my lens today here. What the frig? Maybe the light's reflecting on it or something stupid. Can you guys see that damn bug there? Probably not. I'm looking at, there it is. Yeah. Got a little bug there. Not them sons of bitches again. Those suckers are easy to fucking kill though. I think it's those red bugs that we had a couple years ago. We didn't have them too bad last year. Not them again. Fuck's sake. They're not like bad bad bugs. They won't destroy your home, but they're just a nuisance. So, because they multiply like crazy. Because we had them, I think well, not last year, but the year before we lived in here, we had that bug problem. And they just loved being on the south and west side of the house, because that's where the sun is most of the time, right? So, they were just multiplying like a son of a bitch on the side of the house. I had to actually Google how to kill them. Now, there's many ways of doing it. You got the junky way of doing it, and then you got the organic way of doing it. Well, I'm doing it the organic way, so... Or the natural way, I guess you could say, too. Actually, it's just dish soap and water. And that kills them. So, I guess the soap will suck into their shell or whatever, and I guess it'll start eating their insides out, so... It's not good for the bugs, but it's better for the environment, you know, instead of buying that chemical crap. So... Plus, we have plenty of dish soap. You know, we always stock up on that stuff, so got plenty to spare. I might actually have to pick up a small bottle for myself, just for bug purposes, because it looks like they're going to be returning. I had one for last year, but I never used it because we didn't really have that many bugs. So, you can see that gas that I spilled is now gone. You can still see a little bit of well, it's not a puddle, but it stained the concrete. You can still smell it, but... that's how much I got left here in this tank. I got about this much left. So, but got plenty of oil. I think I got enough oil to last me for about another, at least for another probably 10 years. Though at the rate that I'm using it now, it seems like about every year and a half, or maybe almost 2 years, I have to make new stuff. It used to be every 3 years, I think it was. But then I started doing more trimming at the farm too, so then I started burning up more fuel. So. Because I'm cutting that ditch over there at the farm. There's one ditch there that my uncle won't touch, so I touch it. I used to just do it all with this thing. But now I realized that if I'm careful, I can actually put the mower right into the bottom of the ditch and mow the bottom of it. I get stuck, but it's just the way it is. So I can actually mow the very bottom of the ditch. Like where all the water would stand. As long as it's not wet, I'll be fine, but... So, I do have to pick up the mower deck all the way. And if I want... See, I can't turn around in that ditch, so I can only back out the ditch. Not good, because... I think the mower deck kind of gets hung up. And then I just spin. So I have to put the diff lock on. That one time I just put the diff lock on and it didn't do any good. So I put the diff lock back on, and I just floored it. I just put it, you know, so it would go as fast as it possibly could in reverse, and I just damn near jumped right over it. Probably not so good for the mower deck, I don't know. Well, it's probably not. The scalping wheels would kind of just, you know, push it up, so... I never really noticed it scalping last year when I did that, so I don't know if it really affected the mower deck too much or not, but... So there'll be less trimming to do now because I can do a little bit more of it with the John Deere since I can get the John Deere in there. And the ditches are empty this year, so I might be able to get in early and chop that. And then, because now I can mow the very bottom and I can mow the top, but the side I can't. I have to do the trimmer with that because it's too steep. So I was going to fire up the old lawn boy. That's over there. That's my mom's lawn boy, push mower. And I was going to use that, but then I figured, so much more work though, because now you actually have to push it and pull it. Whereas with the trimmer, you can just hold it, you know, and you can make less movements with it. With the push mower, you really have to push it and make a lot of movements. So it's a little easier with the trimmer, and it goes a little quicker. Plus the blade on the mower here is dull too; it needs to be sharpened up. Because I tried it that one year and it just wouldn't cut worth a shit. So it's like, fuck this. Back to the John Deere trimmer I go. And I actually do have a bottle of oil for the lawn boy because I was going to use that 2-gallon can on that, but I never got around to it. So My uncle also has, well, we actually have another one of those mowers at the farm too. It's a little more fucked up. It's got some engine problems, so it still runs, but it makes a lot of smoke and runs a little rough. I'm thinking maybe it's got a bent, well, I don't know what's bent on it. I can't remember what it was called, but maybe it's the rod for the piston, or something's bent on it because it makes a loud banging noise. So I think something's bent in it. It doesn't. This thing here runs perfectly fine. This damn thing runs quiet. The other one's so fucking loud and noisy. So like, yeah. But my uncle only uses that for when he used it last year because his mower, the John Deere Lt105C-Le, which is the little thing that we have there, that was down for a couple of months because it needed so many parts for the front steering. Because the front steering blew out. And John Deere didn't have the parts. They had to order them. Well, they made mistakes and didn't order the whole thing at one time. So they had to go and order part by part by part. Well, that took like 2 months. So it was down for a while. So then I just went over with my big John Deere and mowed it for a while, and that took care of that. I could mow that place in probably like an hour. Probably about the same as mine. And I'm done. And I think my uncle, well, since he's on such a small mower, it probably takes him half a day just to mow one side of the yard. Because he mows it in chunks. He'll mow one side in the morning, and then he'll mow the other side in the evening. Because it's too hot during the day. So, and I'm not going to be mowing anymore in the hot days. Well, like during the day, like today. Because I heard that it's really hard on the grass. Because the grass is dried out from the heat. So I'm either going to mow, well, I'm definitely not going to be mowing early in the morning. Because for one, I'm not going to get up at like 7 or 8 in the morning. Well, I'm up by 9, but I don't want to get up that fucking early to mow. So I think around starting after 6 o'clock, more to the evening, I might try to mow. I like mowing during the day, but you know, it's hard on the grass too. So try to mow when the sun starts to go down and the temperatures start to drop. So because it's too much for the lawn, I guess. So it's just too damn bloody hot either. So, but whatever. Anyways, guys, I'll probably take off. This part is this long video, almost a 40-minute video. So there you go. Nice, Grammy cool start to the John Deere Tremor. Got to get me a new shield for that as well. Probably, I got plenty of string. So, oh yeah, and I got some dirt in the bucket. What I like to do is when I get done tilling, because the tiller gets pretty dirty and muddy from tilling at the farm and stuff. So what I like to do is I like to clean it off, take all the dirt off it, put it into that pail. Then I'll actually just take that around my yard and I'll fill in potholes. So I'm pretty much getting free dirt, you know. But I need about 10 tons of it, and I ain't got 10 tons of it, so. But for now, that's good enough. So yeah, anyways, guys, I'm gonna take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.